In this class, we are going to discuss about question number 3, exercise 8.1, quadrilaterals. Observe this question. Diagonal AC of a parallelogram ABCD bisects angle A. We are having one diagonal AC of a parallelogram ABCD. This is the parallelogram. Its diagonal is what? AC. And diagonal AC bisects angle A. Diagonal AC is bisecting angle A. Observe what thing we are having. What about its solution? Given what thing we are having? Given diagonal AC bisects angle A. Bisecting angle A, it means this angle will be equal to this one. Clear? So what we can say, angle DAC equal to angle BAC. DAC equal to angle BAC equal to half of angle BAD, and I am putting this one as equation number 1. Simple. What we are doing, question is saying diagonal AC of a parallelogram bisects angle A. This is the angle A, and this AC is bisecting, it means this angle equal to this one, and these angles are half of this complete angle. Clear? So we can write angle DAC equal to angle BAC equal to half of angle BAD. These are half of angle BAD. Clear? So we can write. Now what we want to show that first one, it bisects angle C also. Now first one, we want to prove this diagonal AC bisecting angle A. We want to show it bisects angle C angle C also. This diagonal is bisecting angle C. This one we want to show. Clear? How we will show? Observe carefully. Once we observe this parallelogram, we are getting AB. AB is parallel of CD. AB is parallel of CD. AB is parallel of CD, and AC is a transversal. Once we show this one, it bisects angle C also. It means we are taking AB from observation, we are getting AB is parallel of CD. AB is parallel of CD, and AC is what? Transversal. That time angle DAC equal to angle this angle will be equal to this one, BCA alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are equal. And another pair, what? This angle equal to this one, and this angle will be equal to this one. How? We can write angle DCA equal to angle DCA will be equal to what? BAD. C, BAC, BAC, not BAC, yes, correct, BAC, BAC, and both are what? Alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. I am taking this one as equation number 2 and this one as equation number 3. From equation 1, 2 and 3 we get what? From these three equations we can write angle DAC, DAC equal to BCA, DAC equal to BCA, and both compare. Once we compare, then we are getting DAC equal to BAC and BAC equal to DAC equal to BAC and DAC equal to BCA. So we can say DAC equal to angle BAC equal to angle BCA equal to what? DCA, BAC, and BAC is also equal to DCA. So we can say equal to angle DCA. Clear? Once we compare, then we are getting this one. DAC, angle DAC equal to BAC equal to BCA equal to DCA. All angles are equal. So what we can say, angle BCD can be written as, now angle BCD can be written as angle BCA plus angle BCA plus angle DCA. Angle BCA, this one equal to this one, DAC equal to angle DAC plus angle DCA equal to what? BAC. So we can say angle DAC plus angle BAC plus angle DAC plus BAC will be what? Angle BAD. It means BAD, this angle equal to what? BCD, this one. So hence diagonal AC also bisects angle C. Hence diagonal AC also bisects angle C. Observe again what we are doing in this question. Question is saying diagonal AC of a parallelogram ABCD bisects angle A, so that it bisects angle C also. We are having one parallelogram and AC is what? It's diagonal. So once AC is diagonal, then we can say angle DAC. This angle equal to AC is bisecting. AC given us AC is bisecting angle A. So DAC plus angle BAC equal to half of BAD. Equation number 1. Now once we observe this parallelogram, we are getting AB is parallel of CD and AC is the transversal. Then alternate interior, these are what parallel lines, and in which alternate interior angles are equal. So this angle equal to this one and this angle equal to this one. So AB is parallel of CD and AC is the transversal. Then DAC equal to BCA, this angle equal to BCA, this one. Alternate interior angles, I am putting equation number 2. Now DCA, this angle equal to BAC, alternate interior angles. Clear? Once we observe these three equations, then we can say DAC equal to BAC equal to BCA. From these three equations, we can say equal to BCA equal to DCA. So from these three equations, we can say this angle, this angle, this angle, this angle, these all angles are what? Equal. So we can say BCD, this BCD can be written as angle BCA plus angle DCA, and BCA is equal to DAC, this one, and DCA, this angle equal to this one, and both are what? Angle BAD. So finally we can say diagonal AC also bisects angle C. Clear? We proved first one. Now second one, ABCD is a rhombus. To prove this one, for second one, how we will prove? Observe second one. To prove second one, we are drawing one diagonal. In this parallelogram, we are drawing one diagonal BD also. Clear? Now ABCD is a rhombus. Rhombus is a parallelogram having all sides are equal. Clear? So to prove this one, we draw first one diagonal BD, then take two triangles. In triangle OAD, in triangle OAD and triangle OCD. In these two triangles, OA equal to OC. Why OA equal to OC? Diagonals bisect each other. OA equal to OC. Another thing, OD, in both triangles OD equal to OD, it is the common. This one is what? Common. Another one thing also require, AOD, angle AOD equal to angle COD equal to 90 degree. In the parallelogram, diagonals are bisecting each other. It means this side equal to this one is what? Common in both. And finally there is what? 90 degree angle. Angle AOD equal to angle COD. This angle will be what? 90 degree. So finally we can say triangle AOD is congruent of triangle OCD by what congruence rule? Side angle side congruence rule. By side angle side congruence rule, we proved this one. Clear? Again observe, in triangle OAD, To prove ABCD is a rhombus, we want to prove ABCD is a rhombus. We are getting some triangles and we will observe two triangles AOD and COD. In these two triangles, we can say OA equal to OC. Why? Because diagonals are bisecting. Diagonals are bisecting. Clear? And another thing we can say, in both triangle OD is common, and next one, this one and this one, these diagonals are bisecting perpendicularly, so we can say this angle will be equal to this one. So from the side angle side congruence rule, we proved that triangle OAD is congruent of triangle OCD. Clear? These two triangles are congruent. Then what we can say, AD equal to CD by CPCT. Observe carefully. Once we observe these two are congruent, it means corresponding parts of these two triangles will be equal. Automatically this side will be equal to this one. Clear? Once these two sides are equal, then what we can say? We can say AD equal to BC and AB equal to CD. Why? Because these are opposite sides, and in the parallelogram opposite sides are equal. Finally, what we can say? Once AD equal to CD, we can say AD equal to BC, AD equal to BC, and AB equal to CD. Why these are equal? Opposite sides of parallelogram. These are opposite sides of parallelogram. Opposite sides of a parallelogram. Finally, we can say AB, from these we can say AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to AD. These all sides are equal, hence once all sides of a parallelograms are equal, then we can say ABCD is a rhombus. ABCD is what? Rhombus. Hence proved. We proved this thing. Clear? Observe again what we are doing in this question. Simple question. Two things we want to prove, in which we are having one parallelogram and its diagonal AC is bisecting this angle A. Its diagonal, we are having one parallelogram ABCD. Its diagonal AC is bisecting angle A. We want to prove that angle C also bisecting. Diagonal AC is bisecting angle A. So we want to prove this diagonal is bisecting angle C also. So we are taking, once we observe, we are getting what? Angle A is bisecting, diagonal AC is bisects angle A. Diagonal AC is bisecting means this angle equal to this one. Angle DAC equal to BAC equal to half of angle BAD. Clear? We can say this AC is bisecting AC, this diagonal is bisecting angle A. It means angle DAC equal to BAC equal to what? Half of this one. Clear? We write equation number 1. Now once we observe, this is the parallelogram, so AB is parallel of CD and AC is transversal. then we are getting alternate interior angle, this equal to this one and this equal to this one. Clear? So we write angle DAC equal to BAC, DAC, this angle equal to BCA, this angle equal to this one. Similarly, this equal to this one, alternate interior angles. And we mentioned equation number 2 and 3. These three equations we can say, these three equations, equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3, we can say angle DAC equal to angle BAC equal to angle DCA equal to angle BCA. These all angles are equal. How we are saying? From these three equations. Clear? Now we want to prove what? Diagonal AC bisects angle C also. So we are taking angle BCD. This angle can be written as this plus this one, BCA plus DCA. We are writing, and these sides, we proved that these all sides are equal, so these sides can be written as like this. And finally these two sides, DAC plus BAC is what? Angle BAD. It means angle BCD, this angle will be equal to angle BAD. It means both are equal. So finally what we can say? Diagonal AC also bisects angle C. We proved first thing. Simple process, not hard. Clear? Now we want to prove ABCD is a rhombus. We want to prove ABCD, this is the parallelogram. We want to prove rhombus. So we are taking another diagonal. We are drawing one diagonal BD also. Then we are getting triangles, and we will observe two triangles. Taking two triangles OAD and OCD. These two triangles we are taking. In these two triangles, OA equal to OC. Why? Because diagonals are bisecting each other, and bisecting in a equal parts. Bisecting, diagonals are bisecting means they are dividing in equal parts. OA equal to OC, OD equal to OB. So OA equal to OC. And OD is common in both. Clear? And diagonals in the we want to prove that ABC is a rhombus. So these diagonals are bisecting perpendicularly. Diagonals are bisecting right angle. This angle equal to this one. This angle equal to this one. So finally, from these three conditions we obtain, so we can say these two triangles are congruent by side angle side congruence rule. Once we observe these are congruent, then we can say corresponding parts of these two triangles will be equal. So AD equal to CD. These two sides will be equal. Finally, once these two sides are equal, so opposite sides of these sides will be equal. This will be equal to this one, this will be equal to this one. We are writing like this, and finally we can say these all sides are equal. Once we say these all sides are equal, it means this parallelogram is what? Rhombus. So finally we can say ABCD is a rhombus. We proved. I hope you understand this thing. That's all about this question. Thank you so much.